Yeah, all right, okay, all right, guys. High five, all right, come on, yeah, high five, yeah. I can't actually touch it, though, because I don't have my working with children's check yet. G'day, guys, my name is Stephen Murphy. That's right, I'm a professional trampolinist. What? And I've bounced in here today. Lol, JK, I drove. All right, do you guys want to see some trampolining? I can't hear you. I said, do you guys want to see some trampolining? That's better. Woo! It's not necessarily about why Bitcoin is a smart investment. It's actually about the underlying technology. It's something called blockchain. Woo! Jeez, there's not a lot of you, are there?
I was at that conference, presentation, talk show, and I learned a lot, some of which I want to share with you today. Is Bitcoin a literal Ponzi, or is it realistically the future of commerce and or finance? Of course, we need to talk a little bit about Bitcoin Cash's recent controversy, obviously, however you put that. Mainly because it's funny. And then we also need to talk about XRP or Ripple Labs announcement, mainly because, again, it's funny. It definitely feels like most altcoin news coverage I have been presenting ever since about early 2018 has been more about funny developments rather than actual developments. But first, let's look at Bitcoin. Now, I am going to start publicly trading. I just need to delay that by like a month or two because I'm really, really busy starting my business right now, and I don't have the time to give it that it deserves. And no, it's not a collaborative effort with Superdry, although at this point they really should be paying me. Anyway, the 255-day moving average sadly was not overcome. As of recording, things not looking so great, but we are at the point of recent support, as you can kind of see from this line. So I wouldn't be all too excited about jumping into a short right now.
You got shorts on? You're ready to jump? I have to go.
Arthur Hayes, CEO of BitMEX, suggests that Bitcoin is about to become very boring.
How dare you!
The year of the rat starts this weekend. Time for Bitcoin volatility and volumes to nosedive. Fair enough, but it certainly does sound like a 2017 conspiracy theory to me, where we believe things like Wall Street bonuses, seasonal holidays, having any impact whatsoever on cryptocurrencies. Basically when we were all stupid.
Yeah, they are Zimbabwe dollars, but still technically a billionaire. Damn. This would never have happened to Fiat.
However, it has been looked into by someone on Twitter, courtesy of Alex Kruger. The following few days after the new year is pretty boring, pretty minimal impact, actually. Maybe Arthur has a point. So the actual main worry for people most definitely has got to be whether or not to punch in and secure those altcoin gains right now or not. We had a great 2-week period, but if Bitcoin should decide to fall further from here, no doubt the alts will fall much, much faster than Bitcoin. Cautiously optimistic. I wish I could be a permabull for you all. Honestly, it would make my job a lot easier if I could be a permabull, just blissfully ignorant.
What?
Burden, the new IT consultant, is here.
The new IT consultant? Who's that?
His name is Mr. Bull.
Oh yeah, cool man.
Hello! I am a bull! A stompy, stompy, stomp! Stompy, 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 stomp! But first things first, I am a bull! A stompy, stomp!
One thing that does help me get to that goal of being a permabull is Jack. He's been a busy boy. Jack Dorsey's Square wins patent for fiat to crypto payments network. The present technology permits a first party to pay in any currency, while permitting the second party to be paid in any currency. The network itself can automatically exchange the sender's payment into the assets specified by the receiver. The Cash App has 10 million downloads. I'm too lazy to point it out to you, but it is true, at least on the Google Play Store. I don't think you can buy Bitcoin through it, in the UK at least. I tried and couldn't do it. I know you can in the US. I hope more countries will be rolled out so that they can do that. But imagine one app where you can buy, hold, not recommended, but technically possible, sell, send Bitcoin, and use it at any point of sale device in the world.
Susan, could you bring us some yummy hay for Mr. Bull, please? Now, Mr. Bull, first things first, I'm a businessman.
Ah, business later. First, libations. Stompy, stompy, stomp. A stomp. Yummy, yummy. In my bull tummy.
That is huge. People always talk about that one killer app to bring in those billion users, and this may not be it, but it's definitely a good step in the right direction. The patent suggests the system could be extended to add support for other asset classes, including securities, derivatives, or loans. That's interesting. XRP, the standard, could theoretically be added.
Nah, mate, tell your dad to get f***ed. Sorry, bud. Doesn't even utilize XRP tokens in its blockchain technology.
But this is Jack Dorsey, a real Bitcoin maximalist. So I just don't know how likely that would be. But there is one big obstacle for mass adoption of cryptocurrencies in this way, which is, well, I'm talking about everyday purchases. That is taxation and the government bodies that enforce those taxes.
You all right?
Ah. And what is your name?
Susan?
Susan. Susan! A stompy, stompy, stomp. Stompy, 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 stomp. Witty as well as pretty. Susan, did you know that I am a bull?
Yes.
Oh no! A Spaniard, the mortal enemy of any bull.
More on that later. But while we are on the topic of taxes, gimme 12.5% or I'll orphan you. Bitcoin.com and a few other companies looking to enforce a 12.5% development tax on miners. That is about $25 million a year at current prices. But say, for example, Bitcoin Cash was to get to the value BTC is at right now, that would be $682 million a year. In theory, this makes a lot of sense. Miners do absolutely nothing for the price. They wreck it, basically, selling almost everything they get the moment they mine it, making them pay to fund its development so that it doesn't become worthless one day. Kind of makes sense, but a lot of questions come up. Like, who controls these funds? Whoever has access to it essentially controls development. I thought Bitcoin Cashers hated Blockstream, who theoretically controls Bitcoin development. Isn't this worse? Isn't this a problem? And as far as I'm aware, they don't actually need the money. So this is more about control? Maybe they do need the money. I do, however, have the opinion that the Bitcoin forks should differentiate themselves from Bitcoin in any way they can. Let SV try and scale on-chain and change nothing. Let Bitcoin see if layer 2 solutions are going to work. Let Bitcoin Cash be some sort of weird hybrid between the two. And then, at the very least, Bitcoin can learn what not to do, if absolutely nothing else. But it does seem quite ironic that this tax is being forced on people, just like the government bodies that people try and escape from.
Spaniard, come, tell my tale, for I was a bull. A big bull who ate hay and sometimes twisties. They were a little...
In the aftermath of the bad press that Bitcoin Cash is under at the moment, Roger Ver takes another jab at BTC.
I think we need economic reasons for people to start using cryptocurrencies. So I hear the biggest argument I hear from the Bitcoin core people are like, buy this and hold it and don't do anything with it and the price will go up and you can sell it for more later.
Interesting that this is coming from a man who did exactly that and continues to do exactly that. Sell everything and exit crypto completely if you really disagree with it, and only buy the exact amount of crypto that you need when you need to make a purchase for like a cup of coffee or something. Or you can acknowledge the fact that Bitcoin has pumped 9 million% in the last decade and has the potential to move on a little bit more, in the future. Now, why would Crypto Daily watch this on a video? Surely he's going to succumb to Roger's impeccable wisdom on this topic, cave, and admit that the hostile text version of the BCH ABC blockchain is the real BTC. Well, let's just analyze this for a moment. I do want to give him some credit. This is maybe not pre-rehearsed. It's on a live show, and whenever you say something that's not pre-rehearsed, it's more open to scrutiny, it's more open to mistakes, etc. But Roger does have a tendency to say the same things over and over, so maybe this is completely rehearsed, so allow me to be brutal.
Whereas with the Bitcoin Cash and many of these other altcoins out there, I hear them saying, hey, this is more useful than PayPal.
Okay, a place where you can store money which doesn't lose 91.5% of its value in a year, that has mass adoption, that has customer support, that has the ability for you to get a refund if you get scammed. But Bitcoin Cash is more useful than that because it has lower fees than Bitcoin. Have you heard of Nano? Did you know that sending money domestically with PayPal is free? And even sending it to the EU is free.
This is more useful than PayPal. This is more useful than your Bank of America account.
Unhand me, you freedom-loving hippie!
This is more useful than your Bank of America account. You mean being actually able to receive a wage? Because businesses aren't going to touch cryptocurrencies which are volatile to pay you just because you want them to. Like having a debit card accepted everywhere, like being able to get a loan or a mortgage isn't as useful as Bitcoin Cash is.
It's more useful than your Bank of America account. This is more useful than your credit card.
Which increases your credit score if used correctly, which allows you to get a car loan, a mortgage, allows you to spend money that you are going to get in the future. BCH is more useful. Am I doing something wrong? How am I not understanding a word he's saying at the moment? If he's talking about third world countries, then I get behind him completely. I can understand that. But it's pretty clear that he's not. Try this because you can save 25% on Amazon by using Personal.io. Yeah, but you can do that with BTC too. So why is BCH more useful? The lower fees, right? What about Nano? Or what if Bitcoin manages to reduce its fees in future? Is Bitcoin Cash suddenly worthless? It's funny how Roger seems to ignore the fact that you get taxed when you use crypto in transactions, almost as if he doesn't actually pay taxes, but still wants to enforce them.
They're out there telling people, hey, this solves real problems for you in your life that makes your life easier if you use cryptocurrencies in your life. That's what's going to drive the next billion people to start using it, not the promise of, hey, just hold it and do nothing with it, and hopefully you'll have more money later if we can convince other people to hold it and do nothing with it. That's just basically a pyramid scheme, and that's, to me, that's not interesting. I want to build useful tools that make people's lives better so they have options that are even better than PayPal or Visa or Bank of America.
The point is, for the moment, for the vast majority of people, using crypto for everyday transactions is going to be more costly and it is going to be less convenient, and that's the harsh truth about it. I just get kind of annoyed when people lie and manipulate the situation to suit their agenda. I know that Roger knows what I'm talking about. He's probably smarter than I am. I have to believe that he is. And yet he's still going on with this rhetoric. But he's still saying it because he wants the number on his BCH to go up, but not BTC. I wish him the best of luck in trying to build things that are useful and good for the world. Absolutely. But so far it's been a comedy of tragedies. Let's keep the banana train of crypto news. Let's keep it going, shall we? Ripple wants to IPO. This is where investors have the opportunity to buy stock in a company before it is listed publicly. The main thing of interest around this is the fact that Ripple have already sold over $1 billion worth of XRP. They've recently raised hundreds of millions of dollars selling equity in the company and now want to go public. It's either a case of really needing the money in order to build like a lot more than they currently have, or they are selling their potential future for a quick buck. Basically, if you own a business and you believe in it, you're not going to sell it off to investors because Yes, you could raise some money right now, but you're not going to do that because you believe in your company. You believe that the stock that you could sell now is going to be worth a lot more in the future when you're successful. Unless you don't think you can do that and you need to sell it now. Nice one, Brad. Anyway, it's good to be back. I'll try and be more regular, although I am still very, very busy. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.